Good morning, Facebook family and friends. I'm Minister Vernon Cochran, and I just want to give this quick message, and it's called In Unity, There's No One Better Than the Other. And this is the attitude we're going to need to come together as one. This is the attitude we're going to need to have our voices heard as one nation, one people, under one God. And this lesson is mostly scriptures because I just figured I'll let God tell us how we should be in unity and how we should act in unity and the things we need to be about in unity to be as one nation, one people, under one God. And I'm going to start with Psalms 82. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the gods. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hands of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Believe me, the foundation of this earth is definitely out of course. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. Colossians 3:9 and 11. Do not lie to each other, since you have taken off your old self with its practices. That means once you have changed and taken off the old person, you can't lie to yourself. You got to be true to you and what you're doing and how you're doing and how you're serving God. And have put on the new self, which is being renewed in knowledge in the image of its creator. When we renew ourselves, we renew ourselves in the image of God. He gives us the knowledge and the wisdom we need. Here there is no Gentile or Jew, circumcised or uncircumcised, barbarian, slaves or free, but is all, and is in all Christ. Once you renew yourself, take off the old self, put on the new self, Christ will be in you. And we got to remember that, and we got to live by his rules and regulations. Acts 10:34 through 35. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, of a truth, I perceive that God is no receptor of persons, but in every nation he that furthereth him and worketh righteousness is accepted with him. Genesis 1:26 through 27. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let him have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. Acts 10:26 through 28. But Peter took him up, saying, stand up, I myself also am a man. And as he walketh and talketh with him, he went in and found many that came together. And he said unto them, ye know how that it is unlawful, an unlawful thing for men that is a Jew to keep company or come unto one of another nation. But God has showed me that I shall not call any man common or unclean. So that means God is saying that we all are brothers and sisters, and there's no wrong people and no right people. And the way I look at it is all what's in our heart. If we got God in our heart, then we can get along. We all can get along. But it's when we allow the evil spirits and the demons to take over and whisper in our ears, that's when the problems and the situations comes in. And believe me, this world is full of wickedness and evil. Believe me, it's full of wickedness and evil. I walk through these streets and I see what I see. All this is saying, in God's eyesight, we are all the same. No one is better than the next man or woman. But Satan has us so caught up in blindness that we can point fingers at others and judge others and are blinded by our own iniquities, our own sins. Got us so blind that we don't really comprehend a lot of the stuff that we should. We don't see we can't see fairly in looking at other people because of our own iniquities and sins, and we have the nerve to judge others when we are basically doing some of the same thing. There is no small sin or big sin. Sin is sin. It is so easy to judge others, to point a finger, to talk about others. But keep this in mind: when you pass judgment on others, God is passing judgment on you. Matthew 7:1-5. Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with excuse me, for with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measures ye measured, it shall be measured to you again. And what and why beholdest the mote that is in thy brother's or sister's eye, but consider not the beam that is in thy own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother or sister, let me pull out the mote out of thine eyes, and behold, a beam is in thy own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shall thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. But Satan and his boys and girls have people so blinded to their own mote, and all they can try and see is yours, and even have the nerve to try and pass judgment on others. Oh, thou hypocrites! Mm-mm-mm. The pot calling the kettle black. You've just been judged by God for judging others. Now, this is one that kills me when someone think they know everything. Oh yeah, they think they are smarter than everyone else. Well, God says, Romans 12:16, be of the same mind one toward another. Mind not high things, but condescend to men of lower estate. But not wise. Be not wise in your own mind. Excuse me, let me read that again. Be of the same mind one towards another. Mind not the high things, but condescend to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceit. Proverbs 26:12. Do you see a person wise in their own eyes? There is more hope for a fool. When you see a person who thinks he's wise in his own mind, wiser than everybody else, smarter than everybody else, know everything, then there is more hope for a fool. This is what God is saying. It's more hope for a fool than them. Proverbs 26:5. Answer a fool according to his or her follies, or he or she will be wise in his or her own eyes. So what God is saying is when somebody's out there acting stupid and foolish, saying stupid things, foolish things, and stuff like that, you have to let them know, because if not, then they will continue to think they're wiser than others or smarter than others. So you gotta answer a fool according to his or her own follies, to whatever they're doing. You got to tell the truth. God always says to watch out for people who, Isaiah 5:21, woe to those who are wise in their own eyes and clever in their own sight. So in other words, God is saying, Proverbs 3:7, do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. And these things are actually things that we need to take to heart today we are preachers and teachers, and we have to come together in unity, and we're trying to come together in unity, and certain things that we have to, just abide by to get along with others, to be able to come together as unity and as a congregation. You know, it's not easy in this world because Satan is pitting people against people, brothers against brothers, sisters against sisters, family against family, cousins against cousins. I mean, it's just really evil out there. So we, preachers and teachers and all people of hierarchy, in positions, to help others and to bring knowledge and wisdom. It's time for us to get on the ball, and that's what we need to do because we are in a nation that is failing in so many ways. And that way, and most of those ways is unity because we talk about coming together and Black Lives Matter, which it does, and God knows it matters a whole lot. Every life matters, but I look at every gas station I go to in my neighborhood, I see somebody done killed, black on black crime, killing each other, brothers killing brothers, and pitting one another against each other. So it's to the point now to where we need to come together in our own neighborhoods first. Then we need to come together for the right purpose and the right cause. Romans 12:16. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people of low position. Do not be conceited. Okay, if you got titles on your names and you graduated college and got your masters and your and your BA and all that, and okay, that's good. That's your talent, but not everybody. Talent from God is to be smart in school. Some people talent is to be smart in carpentry, masonry. Some people is smart as they talent is cooking. We all have different talents, but that means no one is smarter or wiser or better than the other. And once people get that in their mind and stop looking down their nose at people, then unity will come and can come. But until then, we can preach and teach unity all day, every day, and it's not going to happen. For we are all brothers and sisters in the eyes of God. And we got to remember that no one is better than the other. The wise in their own minds, pray for them. We got to pray for them. The ones who think they know everything and can't be told anything, pray for them. The world is so full of demons and evil spirits. Let God in. Let God live in your heart, and you can see them coming at you. When you let God in your heart and you live by the words of God, you can see evil when it's coming at you. We still have to love them, but we still have to love that evil that's coming at us. People who are evil that's coming at us, we still gotta love and pray for them. But don't forget your long handle spoon. We still need to feed them with a long handle spoon because God also said, "Be wise as a serpent, but humble as a dove." Black lives matter. So black brothers, stop killing each other. There is no honor in that. There's no honor in taking a life out there. What can you say after that life is gone? You can't give it back. You can't say I'm sorry. And for what? Nickel dimes, pennies, quarters, dollars, respect. There's no honor in that. And most definitely no reward from God. We get no reward from God for taking a life. And see, right now, this is what we should be living for, the rewards that we can receive from God. Let's come together and let all these petty things go, for it is as Psalms 133rd 1 through 3 says, "Behold, how good and pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together in unity." That word again, unity, to dwell together in unity. It's like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garment. as the dew of Harmon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessings, even life forevermore. So it's to come together and dwell in unity is a blessing from God. And we can achieve life and life more abundantly by teaching each other and spreading the word of each other. Because when two or more come together in his name and in love for him, he's in the midst. So we got to keep that in mind. But okay, I'm getting ready to end this, but I want to end this with a couple of quotes from the great late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. First quote: violence is immoral because it profits from hatred and it destroys the unity and makes the brotherhood between people impossible. What he's saying is violence profits from hatred, it destroys unity and makes it impossible for people to come together. Number two, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. He is saying we got to come out of the darkness into the light, and darkness can't drive out darkness. We need the light to drive out that darkness. That light is the love of God because it takes love to drive out hatred. Number three, I came to the conclusion that there is an existing moment in your life when you must decide to speak for yourself. Nobody else can speak for you. And that is the God's heaven truth. Stop letting people speak for you and putting words in your mouth that are not yours. That causes others not to really understand you, but someone else. Whoever's putting the words in your mouth, that's who the people, and when you repeat that, that's who the people are understanding. They're not understanding you, they're understanding somebody else. And that somebody else might not even be of the same character as you and going down a whole different path than you. But the people you're speaking to will never know that because you're allowing other people to speak for you and to put words in your mouth. The ones who's speaking for you, that's who they will understand. That's who they will hear, not you. And that might not be the words you want to say. So be bold in the Lord. Speak up. You know, don't be ashamed of God. Say what's right. And we will be able to come together in unity. That's what unity is about. Truth, honesty. That's what unity is about. Coming together in love, brotherly and sisterly love for one another. I'm Minister Vernon Cochran. God bless us all as we travel through these evil days and times. Travel light and take God with you. Keep God first.